Hello there. How's everybody? It's Nigel Jojo Bach here in the basement of 352. Oh, I'm off to the side. Let me move this. This is an improvement. I don't have the red lights on my back. And look, the doll is dead. So what's going on in and about the world today? Hopefully everybody's doing splendid. I am doing splendid. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas everywhere I go. Do 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 do. So this morning we went out. We went to Walmart. I got some food. We went to, all right, email it to me, Becky. Please. Hi, John. My day was busy as usual. I have now been those of you that were on last night know I was contacted about speaking to a film class at the local Votech. It's 2 classes, 2 separate days. So I told the guy, I'm available whenever you want. And my Bobby, the deputy mayor of Mays Landing, who was substitute teaching this class when he talked about a friend of his, being me, who made these films. He then gave an assignment to the entire class to go watch Bad Ben. And I said, Bobby, do you know you just gave an assignment to a class where in one of the films I said fuck 186 times? So anyway, I told the professor of the class, or the teacher of the class, emailed me today. Bobby called, said, can I give you your email? I said yes. And I told him that. And he said, that's okay. They talk worse than that in the hallway. So sometime between now and Christmas, you know, Christmas is 3 weeks from today. So somewhere's between now and the next 3 weeks, I'll be going into a class of high school students and talking about filmmaking looking like this. And if they make fun of you, I guarantee you, I'll fuck some kids up. No, I'm only kidding. I hope I just don't get beat up. Hi, Ronnie. I was just saying to the folks how that I hope when I go talk to this class, I don't get beat up.
You could take any of them.
Kids could be mean.
You can take any of them.
I can sweep a leg.
Exactly. Now look over here.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, what am I'm? It's at the. You're right in front of the camera.
Well, never mind. Then.
You are pulling things out of spaces.
Oh, table. Oh my god. Oh my god.
On this security camera pointing down right now, it looks like when animals attack. Over my shoulder here is a camera that points at the wood stove. So if I have a fire going and I'm not down here, I can look at the camera and see if it's getting low and I got to get down here and throw some wood on it. Well, it just so happens that at the angle it's pointing at, it kind of shows Mrs. Biggins' chair, like from her knees down. And Sable just jumped on top of her, and it looked like when animals attack. And here's Archer. Yeah, she's fine. Let's show the big guy. Oh, wrong way. Let's go this way. Here's Archer, everyone. There goes Archer. So maybe I'll live stream from the high school class.
I told you should.
No, I'm not doing that.
Well, fuck you then.
What if one of the kids throws feces at me?
Fuck them then.
They'll do shit like that, kids. Now, these ain't little kids. These are high school age, which are the most dangerous. Uncle John said, hi, Archer. What are you doing? Do you want to be seen? He's just here to get a good butt scratch. No, don't say it. Aunt Ronnie said hello, Archer. He's back. Holly, what, if anything, trivia-wise, do we have to talk about today?
Well, it's not trivial. Let me try and think. Give me a minute. Don't put me under so much pressure.
She's flipping out on me again, you hear? All day long I get yelled at by this one.
That's not true.
Scott is now gone for the next 4 days. He's playing with guns that shoot air. That's possible, Ronnie. Archer, meanwhile, across his shoulders and around his neck, his hair has gotten real thick. And I know dogs sometimes put on a thick coat of fur in the winter, but it hasn't been exceptionally cold except for these couple days. It's like in the 20s every night, but it goes up into the 40s every day. And midweek next week, the low temperature is going to be something like 50 and the high is going to be 60. Hi, Jessica Rosemarie. Did we watched What We Do in the Shadows, and I think there's only 2 more episodes, maybe 3. Janaea says, "Good evening, Nigel and Holly and Ben friends."
Hello.
Jerry chokes from commenting. I don't think so, but I can ban you.
What's going on?
What?
Where were you been?
I don't know. I can't do that, bud. I know what you're saying, but it's really weird. Films that are no longer don't say anything about. Okay. Well, then don't, Adam. You're restricting me. I can't talk about a show because you haven't watched it. Oh God. Okay. I don't want you putting a spell on me. No, I wasn't going to say anything more other than it was good. We also watched Somebody Somewhere. And Bud, in answer to your question about putting Night of the Living Dead that Howie and I narrated, yes, it's no longer it's now public domain, but still studios make a claim to it and I could get dinged. One of the movies I think you guys should watch if you can get a hold of, it might be on Tubi, is Aaron Irons, Jeffrey's Hell, and Chest.
You remembered both names.
I know. It's because of the mushroom coffee. Holly Barnes sent me a text. Today is my nephew and niece's birthday. They are not twins, but they are both born on December 4th. I just found out a friend of mine and his wife, who tried for 2 years, 2 or 3 years, to have a baby and couldn't. Then she got pregnant and they had a baby in February. And now, 9 months later, she finds out she's 10 weeks pregnant. Well, the thing about royalties and residuals for films, this is one of the reasons why unions like SAG and AFTRA are good things, because the kids from the Brady Bunch, which the show has been playing nonstop somewhere since 1978, I think, none of them get any royalties from that. Whereas the show Friends, each of those guys make millions a year. Yeah, the What We Do in the Shadows was a movie, and it's now on it's
Hulu.
Series on Hulu.
This is the 6th season.
They're half an hour long. They're funny.
Contain your excitement.
See, this is what I talk about, kids. I had somebody just pop in from YouTube that says, "You look like a boiled egg." And he says egghead. And that's because these kids,
Terrible.
they're little cyber terrorists. What happens is one of their friends gets blocked for saying something stupid. And then all their other friends start sending you messages. Can you unblock so and so? Can you unblock so and so? And some loser kid just wrote, did you block Jeremy Chokes from commenting? And I didn't think I did, but I must have. So I blocked her. So then, of course, she tells her friends, and they sit there and they either create multiple accounts, the same kids, or they're a group of kids that they say, go harass this guy. And they don't realize that I'm not, it could be the same person. They don't realize that I don't get flustered by shit like that. And it's so easy. It's just a button to block them. And they don't realize that I find it funny when somebody tells me my head looks like a boiled egg. This is why I'm scared of going in and talking to high school students, because, you know, I have anger issues. Well, one of the things studios do now is they will sign actors for a multi picture deal. And like in Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, Peter Jackson filmed 2 movies simultaneously. So they had no idea the first film was going to make $1 billion. At least the actors did it. And then a second film was released a year later or so, and same thing. They only got paid once, and that's like Wicked, which is making so much money. What's her name? The Green?
Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo made $1 million. Jeff Goldblum $2 million, and Ariana Grande, hi Deb, made $15 million. But according to Mrs. Biggins, the second film is already done.
Yes, it is.
So if they shot it all at the same time, I mean, that the star of this film has turned out to be Cynthia Erivo. And she's going to be the biggest star after this. And she made, of the major actors in this, she made the least. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Well, that was one of the problems with American Idol. Katy Perry was making like 14 million a year.
25.
25. And what were Lionel and
Like one.
Lionel Richie was making $1 million, and the other guy, what's his name?
Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan was making $1 million. And honestly, I mean, I really don't watch that show anymore. I do watch the auditions, but really, Lionel Richie had the most constructive feedback, and Luke Bryan was like a compassionate guy and was nice, and Katy Perry was just a goof. Maybe that's what her appeal is.
She has no appeal, in my opinion.
Oh, how?
What?
It's almost Jesus' birthday.
No. Did you tell them that she was good again, even though I had to go back upstairs?
How I forgot the dog buzzer upstairs. And again, so you people know, this is not a shocker. It beeps. And if she's still carrying on, you hit a button, which is like a dog whistle, but it's like a 25 megahertz tone, which gets their attention. And there was a dog on TV that she cried about for a minute, but she hopped up on the chair and she calmed down. Hello, Squatch. It's beginning to feel like Christmas around here. On the first day of Christmas, much. Now, what is that song based on?
What, the 12 Days of Christmas?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Is it Christmas and 12 days after, which winds up like January 5th or something? Is it December 13th
That's a very good
to
question.
the 25th?
Why don't I Google it?
You know, I get very upset when I don't know these things. By the way, the ADT alarm, knock on wood, is working brilliantly.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
In Tudor England, the 12 Days of Christmas was a period of religious celebrations, feasting, and entertainment that began on Christmas Day and lasted until January 5th. There you go. It was originally a poem written in 1780 for a children's book.
Well, let me tell you something right now.
Oh, no.
If you were to give me a partridge in a pear tree, I'd tell you, get the fuck out.
Oh, so it was originally called the 12 Days from Christmas to Epiphany, which is January 5th. Or I'm sorry, January 6th. So it runs through the 5th of January.
Right.
Are you even listening to me?
Yes, I am listening to you with. Well, Boxing Day I thought was about boxing, but it's about boxes.
It's about packing stuff up and taking it back, right?
No, I don't think so. All right, Squatch, you open this. You open this can of worms. What is Boxing Day?
I see you got my turkey gift.
Yes. That needs to stop
Why?
because it upsets me.
It does not.
On Thanksgiving, she sent me a picture of a French bulldog with a turkey hat on. We have since sent that to each other dozens of times. And it had been quiet for a few days. And then she struck with the turkey dog again. To Italians, January 6th is referred to as Little Christmas. You see, Italians, you all got it going on. Do you give gifts again? I remember that, well, the Greek Orthodox Church that's over here, not far from us, they have Orthodox Christmas. And I'm always so excited leading up to Christmas, and then I'm depressed.
I'm impressed.
I'm depressed on December 26th. And then you kind of are excited again around New Year's Eve, but I don't know. Have we even stayed up the past couple years?
No.
But we hear the fireworks at midnight. The dogs do. I was thinking about having a t-shirt made that said 50% or 20% of 100 is 50. Film appreciation, that's what that class is called that I'm talking to.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Do you know what you're going to say?
I got to shave my ear hair because these kids will pick up on that shit. And they'll say, yo, boiled egg head. Squatch says we do Irish New Year. Dublin midnight is 6 p.m. here. Well, maybe we'll do Irish Irish New Year this year. And Ronnie says, don't pick on Pat.
See?
Everybody loves Pat.
He's got fans.
Pat's going to have his own show on Bad Ben TV 2025.
Do you like buttered noodles?
Not really. I know people that do that, like people that, they talk about they're broke in college and they'll eat ramen.
Yep.
Well, some people will make spaghetti and just butter it and eat it. I would rather, if I was going to just make pasta, I would rather melt cheese on it, like Cheese Whiz. Or how much is sauce that expensive?
Yeah, you can get it for like $1. A lot of people don't like sauce though. They find it too acidic.
I get that, but you know what I used to like, and ragu is considered the shit of sauce.
I used to like ragu, regular plain ragu.
But I like that like cheese stuff, Alfredo sauce.
Yes.
That was good. What was that stuff? Rouse?
Yes, rouse.
That's good.
It's my favorite.
You know what else I like was Paul Newman's.
I've never had the Paul Newman's.
Paul Newman's sauce is good. But I like that shrimp scampi bullshit. You get the little plastic thing. It's the sauce and the shrimp.
I like the frozen one we got from Trader Joe's too. I thought it was very good. The last time we had it.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No, I've always liked it every time we've had it. But we still like the peanut butter cups from Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Fettuccine Alfredo, I agree, is awesome. I like the ragu sauce. You know what else I like? Them little tiny frozen meatballs. I've said this before. You throw them in a crock pot with sauce, just let them cook. And I like to get a roll, dig out some of the bread, put those little meatballs in them, eat that shit. I like grated cheese too, to the point that it's disgusting.
No, I agree with you.
I blanket my sauce. The other thing, first of all, I don't like a lot of sauce, period. But those rotelli, those fucking things are good. I like to cook them, put them in a bowl, just put a little sauce in there, and mix it up. Where do you get what? The meatballs or the meatballs you can normally get in any grocery store. The tiny, tiny frozen
I
ball.
want to make Italian wedding soup.
Are we going to have an Italian wedding?
Sure.
I got to ask Chris's sister at the pretzel factory if they're having Italian wedding soup.
Where, at the pretzel factory?
No, she's getting married.
No. Well,
Those frozen meatballs, Mitchell, you can get just about anywhere. But I'm talking the little ones. Like basically, they're the diameter of a quarter. They're called, I think they're called cocktail meatballs or something. A lot of times people have them at parties and they have toothpicks in a cup next to them and you just stab one and eat it. Or they take them out, put them on a tray and stick toothpicks in them all. When I was little, in our New Year's Eve party bullshit, my mom had these little plastic swords. They were like cocktail, servers. And they looked like swords like pirates used to have, or when they were sword fighting in old movies. And I used to think they were so cool. She used to like, what the hell was that called? Something, not a whiskey sour, but it was some red shit that she would put, Deb remembers them, some red shit she used to put in 7-Up. And there was a bottle of that in our dining room, like, china closet. There was a bottle of that I remember being there my entire life. And I'm not talking about the bottle would be emptied and a new one would be put in. I'm talking about the same bottle. John, I won't mention that you said Progresso makes a great Italian wedding soup, because she means to make it from scratch. And let me tell you, when she makes this chicken noodle bullshit, ugh, I want to throw her up on the kitchen counter and take her right there. Push the shit out the way she was cooking and just go to Bone Town. I'm sorry. I just lost it. Yes, Yolanda, chances are if you listen to any broadcast I do and it's longer than 2 minutes, food will come up. Now, does anybody remember what my favorite snack food is? I mean, I love Doritos and all that, but specifically how I like my cheese puffs and my Cheetos crunchy. I like them stale. A couple days in the air, even 24 hours, and they get stale and they're just so good. Hi, Tracy. Also, I like hard pretzels. We have, those of you that are familiar with the living room here know about the snack table in the corner. We ought to just have Lay's pulling our driveway and hers pulling our driveway and deliver. Although we are a little concerned we haven't seen the Cheetos truck now in quite a while. But then it'll suddenly pop up every day. In our china closet, we used to have certain bowls that were never used except for holiday dinners. And there was a bowl for the Jerkins pickles, a silver dish for the cranberry bullshit that would come in a can, and it would come out the shape of the can, even had the lines of the can in it, and you used to slice it. All that china is now in this house. And I don't know. I will never use it. And it's just like such a waste. Maybe one of my sisters will want it. I would rather put knickknacks in it, like my Star Wars shit. Supposed to rain tonight and a couple days next week. Like 3 or 4. No, I don't. Deb, I can't tell you the last time I even saw what's in there. I did build the cat was tearing up the tablecloth on the dining room table. So I had Mike come over and build a cover. It's just basically a top that fits over it. And I had him put a carpet on it so the cat could scratch it, but she wouldn't go near it. So we put a tablecloth on top of that. But at least she's not scratching the furniture. Upstairs in the doorway, it looks like a demon was trying to get into the bedroom where she has torn at the trim. Not bad. She hasn't done a lot. Sable's the one that did the most damage here. Our couch, which I have down here, which is like 40 years old, when Sable got here, within the first week, she had chewed every cushion on it. Everywhere we go. Egg Harbor City is decorated. Mays Landing County seat is decorated. Washington Street Mall or Square Mall in Cape May is decorated. Everywhere we go.
We still haven't heard Rudolph.
From me?
No, we still haven't heard it when we listen to music in the morning.
No. Yes, we did.
We did?
Burl Ives was singing it there morning, and you said, "Here's your song."
No. I stand corrected.
Yes, you do. Again. Hi, J-Lo. Adam, J-Lo, you can't scroll through the comments, but Adam came in here, and I just after I said we watch What We Do in the Shadows, and he basically told me to shut up. He said we haven't watched it yet, so shut your mouth, egghead.
Oh.
He didn't call me the egghead. Some kid did.
You want me to punch him in the face?
The kid?
Yes.
No, I'll handle myself. And isn't Krampusschnack tomorrow or something?
I thought it was the other day.
It's the 5th.
That's today, isn't it?
I'm looking at the computer calendar. It's the 4th. 3 weeks from today is Christmas.
I should just, give it up for the day.
For the month. You've had an off month. Sorry to point it out.
No, you're not.
Well, it's not available on Hulu till Tuesday. I think it's available on Fox Monday night or Tuesday night or Monday night. And that's on Hulu Tuesday. And we normally watch it Tuesday. There's a new episode of Shrinking out today, too, but we're a day behind on everything. Hell's Portal's going to be open tomorrow, Yolanda, because of Krampusnacht. Well, good luck with that. What's that day, Squatch? Oh, it's the first time you're having Krampus. What city is that, Yolanda? I want to know to look tomorrow. You know, I have a friend that swears the word is supposedly.
I worked with somebody who thought that was the word too.
What's the other one people say all the time? San Antonio.
Library.
Well, there's library. There's also record album. Album.
Europeans say films.
Oh, there's some word people abuse all the time. Granny Krampus. I didn't know something existed called Granny Krampus. Oh, sandwich. No, it's I just got a message from my buddy too on Instagram, popped up on my phone, but he's the one that always uses that word. I can't think about it. I don't make it a point to correct people when they're illiterate. Sometimes I do.
If they're a man.
What?
You said that you can correct people, or no, that's not what you
Ronnie says library. Makes me crazy. Well, here we have a casino called Ocean, and people call it Oceans. And for some reason, people that live here lose their mind over that. But I'm on the talk because I say stuff like done it for doesn't it. I don't say do it. Do it? I do say does it? In it? isn't it? Especially.
X.
Yeah. Esque. Let me ask you a question. All right. I'm kidding. Let me ask you something. Yes. Probably. That's it. Instead of probably, people spell it that way too in a text. Probably. You know what I'm talking about, Hal?
Yes.
Prolly. Thank God, everybody. Jason is back again. Hello, Jason. Jason is back. Bonus. I haven't done a spirit talker lately.
You want to know what the winter drinks are at Dunkin'?
Yes.
Brown sugar.
Ew.
And lava cake.
Lava cake?
Yes.
Didn't KFC used to have that?
Well, not in drink form.
No, I know, but they'd have the actual cake with the hot melted chocolate on top.
And they have a whoopie pie donut.
A whoopie pie?
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a chocolate donut with whipped cream in the middle.
Oh, God. Why don't they have like a side order of insulin? Jason is sorry he missed yesterday's live. He didn't say it. Well, if you missed it, of course you didn't say it. Or you meant you didn't see an announcement that it was live. Somebody one time emailed me to say, "Did you block my emails?" And I answered, yes. I obviously just got their email, so I didn't block them. I don't block many people. I like to listen to them carry on. Do you know when you get older, your ears get bigger? And so does your nose? Your mother just called. Is she still on the phone? Or did you hang up already? Because I was going to say, put the phone up to the computer and I'd yell hi back. Well, Jason, we're sorry you missed yesterday's live, too. It wasn't the same without you here.
Chick-fil-A has a peppermint chip milkshake.
That sounds good.
Yes.
I wonder what time of day they start making it, though. All right, put the phone up to the computer and tell me when it's there. Hi, Ma. Nigel here. How you doing? The Rainforest Cafe is no longer there, I don't think.
There once.
LG, I rethought sending that box because I just think it kind of crosses the line. No matter how funny she'd think it would be. I don't know. I still might do it. Well, you tell her I said hello and happy Krampusnacht. Krampusnacht. Wie geht es Ihnen? Kommen Sie mit mir nach meiner Hause für Essen. Bitte. It's the simple things that make people happy, J-Lo. And I was glad to add to your mother's happiness. Because she raised you and I from pups. Oh, no, it's the wrong mom. She raised you. Rainforest Cafe is gone. Planet Hollywood is gone. But now the Hard Rock, which used to be a restaurant and resorts, I want to say, is now a whole casino. It took over the old Taj Mahal. When I was in the National Guard, we had a team of people come from Puerto Rico that were there. And the one guy said, I want to see the Taj Mahal. I said, okay. He said, I heard it took 20 years to build. I said, that's the Taj Mahal in India. This is a casino. It took like 3 years to build. Which is still nuts because here in Atlantic City, it would take 3 or 4 years to build a casino. And I remember out in Las Vegas, they built the MGM Grand under a year. I forget what used to be on that corner. But I like Binion's Horseshoe Casino. And there was Sam's Casino. And they had like a store attached to it that had cowboy boots and cowboy hats and all that stuff. That place was awesome. But I want to say it was the Horseshoe that you'd go downstairs to a restaurant, and after midnight, you could get $1.99 prime rib, and it was huge. I say the Rainforest Cafe is closed, and I think Holly, Google the Rainforest Cafe and see if a location comes up in Atlantic City. We'll get to the bottom of this right now.
Rainforest Cafe. It is open in Atlantic City.
It is open.
Yes.
According to Mrs. Biggins, it is still there. So I stand corrected.
We ate there. Well, Kayla, Kevin, and I ate there once.
Here?
Yes.
He was here?
Yes.
How about that shit?
They both came out to see me when my dad died. And yes, they're open every day.
Open every day. I am.
It says you can get a milkshake at any time.
Chick-fil-A, you can get those peppermint schnapps, whatever, pepper and flake.
That's what it says.
All right, we're getting one tomorrow. All right, I'm doing a lot of shipping shit tomorrow, too. Ronnie's got stuff coming. Crystal's got stuff coming. Everybody's got some shit coming tomorrow. Well, that ordered something. Oh, I'm way out of center now. There I am back.
Now this says after 10.
What, the peppermint shake?
Yeah.
We're not going.
Why?
That's too late.
No, it's not.
Then go. Can we get one now?
Yeah, probably.
I'm not going out. It's 8 o'clock. What's wrong with you?
You can also have them delivered.
Oh, we can? We can have Chick-fil-A delivered. I can't believe it's 8 o'clock already. Although I did start shortly after 7. I would have gone on at 7, but I had to go potty. I don't know that I even needed to cover that. Well, I don't know where they out on the Black Horse Pike here years ago. There was a restaurant. I've told this story many times. It was called Gino's, and we do that, Yolanda. We use the app when we order. Doesn't really speed things up because there's always some moron in front of you that's placing a stupid order. And we had at the Gino's restaurant, which was hamburgers, owned by a former NFL player, they had Kentucky Fried Chicken there. And then Gino's closed and Kentucky Fried Chicken opened across the street in an old gas station. But that place went on to become a Roy Rogers. It was a Popeye's chicken, and Popeye's closed and was gone for like 10 years. And then they opened a little bit down the road. Like I'm talking 500 feet, 600 feet away from where they were. And then the old oh yeah, you could pull in the slot. I did not think about that, but they probably do still from pandemic days. But the old Roy Rogers became like a enterprise rent a car or a budget rent a car for years, and now it's a smoke shop. I so entertain myself with these details. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you gave it away. This year, I was talking about George Michael this morning or yesterday morning, and Wham. Wake me up before you go. Ugh. This soda is gurgling inside of me. I can't do that though, Yolanda, because the dogs will be in the car with me, and if someone comes out and walks up to it, they'll lose their minds. Although at the drive-through, Sable is always like Archer likes to come up and see the people, and Sable doesn't lose her mind at the drive-through. And getting gas, they like. We got a guy who's probably about 5'2", and we love him. Oh, Ronnie, we'll miss you. Good night. Cherie says, hi there, Nigel, Holly, and fellow Benites. Cherie, are you getting ready for your craft show? Yolanda, they'd probably be okay. I don't know how they'd be about someone walking up to the car, but lately Sable's been cool with that too. People walk by the car when we're in a parking lot. She doesn't lose her mind. I will sometimes turn on the tablet in my car and I'll Skype with it from my phone so I can watch the dogs when we go in a store. And they just stand there looking out the windshield or on the back seat looking for us. Ronnie, I am glad to hear that you have the cats back with you, though. I thought you told me they were staying with some friends after the hurricane. Well, folks, I've been on for an hour and I'm yawning, so I'm going to hop off here for now. But I will see you again tomorrow night here on various social media channels. But you found your way here tonight, so you'll find your way back. So see you